Hi, hello, welcome back to online class. So this is the first class for you the people. I am your first language teacher, that is none other than Shalini. First language in sense it is English. And today's class it is not a lesson, it is a bridge course. It means whatever you have studied in your previous class, today we are recalling it. Okay, we are recalling it. How we are recalling? I think everybody know the English. By listening the word English, everybody will get one idea. How? By knowing alphabets. Yes, English starts with alphabets. What is this? Miss is teaching for 6th standard and she is telling about alphabets. Yes, of course. The language starts with alphabets. Without the alphabets, there is no words, there is no sentences, nothing. So today, right now, we are learning what are alphabets. Okay, everybody know there are 26 alphabets in English language or in English subject. These 26 letters or alphabets divided into two parts. You know very well it is divided into two parts. The first one is vowels. This vowels is called as Swaragalu in Kannada. Yes. In Kannada there are 13. Swaragalu are 13, but whereas in English we have just 5. Which are those? Those are A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. Only 5 vowels are there in English alphabets. Rest of other are called as consonants. Consonants. How many those are? Those are 21. I've written already here. These are capital letters. Apart from A, E, I, O, U, other 21 letters are called as consonants. It is none other than Vyanjanagalu in Kannada. Okay, let us see here. B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y and Z. There are 21 letters in consonants. So, right now we have learnt about the alphabets. The alphabets has been divided into two parts, that is vowels and consonants. Okay. Next comes to the other one, that is grammar. Grammar, yes. Let us know the meaning of grammar. What is the meaning of grammar or what means a grammar? Grammar is a science of structure and usages of languages. Whichever the language it may be either English or Kannada or Hindi. It is a usage, how we are using it. Okay, English grammar is the detailed knowledge of the structure and usage of English grammar. How we are using the grammar. Why we need a grammar? Why we need a grammar? To know what we are talking. When we are talking, yar bagge, yavattindu. We should know about the timing. Timing not only comes in maths, it also comes in even English. How we can identify this? This can be identified through the form of the verbs or else through the form of the tenses. These classes will be in your future classes, but right now with the help of those we are learning the grammar in detail. This is the meaning and it gives the detailed structure. Structure means one detailed introduction, a story about the grammar. Okay, this is about the meaning of grammar. Next comes to the word. In the first one we have studied about letters. Yes, then how we will form the words? We will form the words with the letters. Letters constitutes words. Constitute is nothing but forming, framing. Letter constitute words with the help of both vowels as well as consonants. Example, you have many words. You have learned thousands and thousands of words. In that, some examples I have written here. Very silly and small examples. Those are write, read, sing, eat, and etc. You can write any words. See, you can observe. Write. W-R-I-T-E. W-R-T. These three letters are consonants. I and E is vowels. You can observe. You can see here. See the mixture, the framing of word with the consonant as well as with the vowel is called as word. That is one of the example. You have learned thousands of words. In that I have took only one word, that is write. Another one, read. Because we the teachers will be giving the homeworks to you. Write the question 3 times, read this poem 5 times. This is the word you use very regularly. So how we have used the word? With the help of consonants plus vowel. In the same way, here you can see. First is consonant. R is consonant. E-A is vowel. You can see as soon as vowel is, another vowel has been repeated. Yes, it can be done. There is no problem. Okay, next is consonant. Like this, there are many words: write, read, sing, eat, and knowledge, detailed. Like this, many words are there. You can write it as an example for words. So, now the third one is phrases. What is a phrase? A phrase is a group of words which doesn't make a complete sense. Yes, it is a group of words, it does not make a complete sense. Then let us see which words are called as a phrases here. Here is an example. The sun rises in the east. Actually, this is a complete sentence. In this, which words denotes as a phrases, we shall see here. In the east. This in the east is called as a phrases. Just let me give you one clue. Always a phrase includes one preposition. Compulsorily one preposition will be present. So here in is a preposition. So in the east is called as a phrase. It is group of words, but it is not a complete sentence. It gives a meaning but not a complete meaning. Okay. In the same way, the other example. She found a pen on the road. Come on, let us identify which is a phrase. Yes, it is on the road. On On the road is a phrase. On is a preposition. Next one. The cat is under the table. Under the table is phrases. Here you can think one. How? Wherever, in, on, under. Do you get any idea about this? Any idea? No problem. In, on, under. It means it is giving the placements of the objects in the sentence. Placements. In means in, on, under. I think you got an idea. So these words are called as prepositions. This preposition plus object is called as a phrases. So these are just 3 examples. By this you can make still more examples and you can identify the phrases. Okay, now let us go to the another one that is very well known one it is. What is that? That is a sentence. Yes, you have studied. Always when you are studying the grammar, you will start the grammar from the sentence itself. That is very well known topic for you all. Here, sentence. Sentence means a sentence is a group of words which makes a complete sense. Yes, in phrase it is not a complete sense, whereas in a sentence it gives a complete sense, is called as a sentence. In the sentence there are few examples. I have given a different type of examples here. First one, roses bloom in the spring. Next one, who are you? Another one, get out from here. Next one, oh, what a pity. There are various kinds of sentences. Is all the sentences are right sentences or complete sentences? Yes. I will say this. Yes. How? Then what type of a sentence is all these? Let me tell you. Rose bloom in the spring. This is affirmative sentence, declarative sentence. Declarative means it is declaring, it is telling, correctly it is telling in a positive manner. So this is a complete sentence with subject, verb, object. Everything is included. Yes. Next sentence is interrogative sentence. It means none other than it is questioning sentence. Who are you? Okay. Next one. Get out from here. This sentence is called as imperative sentence because it is commanding, it is ordering, get out from here. Okay. In another way, another example, oh, what a pity. It is exclamatory sentence. It is showing some expression over here. All these sentences are called complete sentence, and like this also we can frame. Sentence means not only the first one, other rest of the sentence is also called as a sentences only. Like this you can frame a few more sentences based on this. You will get a clarity. Just go on working on these subtopics, so you will be well perfect in grammar. Okay, this is just a introductory part of English grammar. So in the next class, let me continue with the another topic. So till right now, this was Shalini signing out. Bye. Have a good day. Take care.